Okay, here's a short video about how to check the transmission fluid level with a Ford CD4E. This is a popular transmission that Ford and Mazda used in a variety of vehicles. The vehicle pictured is a Ford Mondeo, but it doesn't matter. Firstly, your transmission must be at normal operating temperature, which means you need to have driven the car for something like, I don't know, 10 or 20 kilometers before doing this. The reason for this is transmission fluid expands with heat, and the specifications and the levels on the dipstick are all designed and set around the fluid being in its fully expanded state. So if you measure it while it's cold, you will not get an accurate level. First thing you do is start the engine after opening the bonnet, and then you sit in your car and you move the gear shift selector through all of the gear options. This is while the car's just stationary, obviously. So reverse to neutral to drive, use the lower gears as well, number 2 and number 1, back up through reverse and then put it into park. You leave the engine running. You always do this with the transmission pump circulating oil at the time that you measure the sump level. Now the dipstick is the yellow handled thing at the which will be at the rear of your engine bay. You pull that out, you give that a clean with a rag, which itself should be very clean because you don't want to get any lint or stuff on your dipstick, and then put that back into your transmission because transmissions are so sensitive to bits and pieces of crap. You must keep everything very clean. Put it back in. That's going to get you the level on the end of the dipstick. Pull it out and read it. Now the level should be somewhere in this hashed area on the dipstick. It must not be below the lower limit of the hashed area, and it must not be above the hashed area limit. If it is either of those, you will need to either add oil or remove oil, depending. I would suggest that the ideal, assuming that the temperature is fully up to operating temp, I would suggest that the ideal is about 1/3 to 1/2 and no more than that. Okay, and then replace the dipstick and you're done. If you want to know how to change and service the oil on these Ford gearboxes, then I have a separate video dedicated to that, so check it out.